Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way women see you forever. Most men think attraction is about looks, money, or status, but that's a lie. The truth? Women don't fall for a man because of what he has. They fall for how he makes them feel, and the men who understand this control the game. If you want to be the man she can't stop thinking about, the one she fantasizes about when you're not around, you need to flip a psychological switch in her mind, an obsession switch that makes her crave you like a drug. And today, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Here's the first thing you need to understand. A woman's attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. If you're only appealing to logic, you've already lost. Women don't just want a man, they want an experience. They want a roller coaster of emotions that keeps them hooked. The mistake most men make? They make it too easy. They lay all their cards on the table, respond instantly, over-explain themselves, and eliminate all mystery. That kills desire faster than anything. Instead, you need to master the power of selective availability. Stop being predictable. Don't always be the first to text. Don't always be available when she wants you. A man who is too easy to reach sends a clear signal. I have nothing better to do. That's the fastest way to make her lose interest. Instead, let her feel a slight uncertainty, wonder where you are, what you're doing, and if she's really the center of your attention. This small psychological shift will instantly increase her desire for you. Now, let's talk about the push-pull effect. This is a little-known psychological trick that triggers deep emotional investment. Here's how it works. You give her attention, make her feel special, and then, just as she starts getting comfortable, you subtly pull away. Not in a rude or disrespectful way, but just enough to make her notice. Maybe you respond slower, maybe you stop complimenting her as much. What happens? She starts chasing. She starts wondering if she's losing your interest, and that fear of loss makes her want you even more. The reason this works so well is simple. Human nature craves what it can't fully have. Look at celebrities, powerful men, or even the guy at the bar who isn't paying attention to women. Women want them because they feel like winning their attention is a prize. If she knows she has you 100% locked in, she won't value it as much. But if she feels like she has to earn your time, suddenly, she's the one investing, the one putting in the effort, the one wondering if she's enough for you. Another powerful technique? Controlled unpredictability. Women get addicted to the unknown. If she always knows what to expect from you, she'll get bored. But if she never quite knows what's coming next, her mind stays hooked on you. This means switching up your patterns. If you always text her in the morning, skip a day. If you always see her on weekends, make her wait. If you always flirt in a playful way, switch it up and be deeply serious for a moment. This contrast keeps her emotions engaged and makes her feel something real. And here's something almost no one talks about: delayed gratification. Most men rush, whether it's for commitment, for physical intimacy, or even just for validation. But the men who create the strongest addiction in women are the ones who make her wait. Why? Because anticipation is the most powerful emotional driver. When you don't give her everything up front, when you make her crave the next step, her mind obsesses over you. She starts replaying your moments together, imagining what's next, and that mental repetition is what builds emotional addiction. But here's the real secret. All of this only works if you have true self-worth. If you're doing these things from a place of insecurity, it won't work. Women can smell neediness a mile away. You have to genuinely believe that you are the prize, that you bring value, that if she loses you, it's her loss. This mindset alone will separate you from 99% of men out there. And trust me, once you understand and apply these principles, you won't just attract women. You'll become the man they can't stop chasing. In the next part, we'll go even deeper into the final psychological triggers that will make her fully obsessed with you. Stay tuned, because the most powerful secret is still to come. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Most men stop at the basics: confidence, mystery, and emotional control. But if you want to truly make a woman crave you in a way she doesn't even understand, you need to tap into deeper psychological triggers that most men completely ignore. One of the most powerful yet unnoticed techniques is controlled unpredictability. Women don't crave stability as much as they crave emotional variety. If she can predict your every move, she will lose interest fast. But if you occasionally break your pattern in subtle ways, it keeps her mind hooked on you. This doesn't mean being erratic or unreliable. It means sometimes breaking the rhythm she expects. If you usually text her every morning, skip a day without explanation. If you always compliment her looks, switch it up and appreciate something deeper, like how she handles stress or her creative ideas. This makes her constantly wonder about you, which is exactly what keeps attraction alive. Another hidden key is the art of intentional silence. Most guys rush to fill every gap in conversation, afraid of awkwardness. But silence, when used correctly, is a weapon. Imagine this. She asks you something personal, like, "What made you the way you are?" Instead of answering immediately, pause. Let the moment breathe. That silence will make her heart race because now she's emotionally invested in your response. And when you do speak, keep it short and leave room for curiosity. Women are drawn to what they don't fully understand, and by using silence wisely, you create an aura of depth and control that is magnetic. Now, here's where things get even more interesting: the psychology of perceived loss. Humans value what they think they might lose. This is why limited time offers work in marketing, and it's the same with attraction. The moment she subconsciously feels you are not completely available, that you could walk away at any time if she stops bringing value to your life, her brain goes into overdrive to secure your attention. You create this effect by subtly reinforcing your standards. If she cancels plans last minute, don't reschedule immediately. If she's distant, don't chase, pull back instead. This creates an emotional urgency in her mind that keeps her emotionally hooked. And let's talk about the power of quiet dominance. Most guys think dominance is about being loud, aggressive, or overly assertive. In reality, the most attractive dominance is the one that doesn't need to prove itself. It's in the way you hold eye contact slightly longer than expected, the way you pause before speaking, and the way you carry yourself with relaxed confidence. A man who controls the space around him without forcing it commands instant respect and desire. But here's where most men fail: they overinvest too soon. Attraction isn't built by giving a woman everything up front. It's built through the slow release of value. Think about a great TV show. If they told you the entire plot in the first 5 minutes, you'd lose interest. The same goes for attraction. If you tell her everything about yourself, if you make it too easy, if you're always available, she won't feel the need to chase. The secret is in progressive revelation, giving her just enough to keep her wanting more. Let her discover you in layers, so every interaction feels like unlocking a new level of intrigue. And let's not forget subtle psychological imprinting, the technique of planting thoughts in her mind that linger long after you're gone. You do this by making statements that trigger her subconscious to associate emotions with you. Instead of just saying, "I had a good time," say, "I like the way you think. It's rare to find someone who gets this." That line subtly tells her she's different, unique, something women crave to feel. When you say something like, "You're dangerous, I can already tell," you create an emotional frame where she feels excitement and unpredictability when she's around you. Now, let's wrap this up with something most men will never understand. Women don't fall for men who try to impress them. They fall for men who subtly make them earn their attention. If you embody that mindset, if you make her feel like being close to you is a privilege, not a given, you'll create an attraction so deep, she won't even be able to explain it. And that is the real secret. If you found these insights valuable, subscribe to Naked Truths. We go beyond the cliches and into the real psychology of attraction, confidence, and success. If you're ready to see the world differently and step into your true power, you know what to do. Now, use this knowledge wisely.